Okay, so really all that I have left is my NYCC haul. This was probably like my biggest haul. Of course, NYCC and SDC are probably the biggest days for Funko Pop hunting, and it was even bigger this year because Target decided to have their little Target Con, and where they like released like a whole bunch of new pops. Thankfully, I only needed one, and actually, this was like this wasn't the first place I hit. So I'll tell you, the first place I hit was Hot Topic. I got there stupid early. I got there like 4 a.m. Waited. Luckily, people showed up that early too. I was able to talk. Met a lot of new people. Nice collectors. We just conversed about Funko and everything. It's always fun. It's always a fun day. But Hot Topic had the most things that I wanted. They had the big selection, and that's because my number one pop that I wanted was this guy right here, Great Ape Vegeta. This thing, to me, would have been a grail. Like, this thing looks so cool. This is just like, your childhood right here. And like, I'm glad that they decided, because a lot of people thought this was just going to be a Great Ape, like maybe when like Goku first transformed, like when Gohan transformed, but no, they decided to do Vegeta, and this guy flew off the shelf. I remember when I walked in, I grabbed one, and then before I could even turn around, he was gone, and he was like the one that, like, surprisingly, out of like all the SDC pops, he was the one that kind of shot up in price. But then the other one I was really excited for, like I said, I'm a huge One Piece fan. Soul King Brook. I'm so glad they actually gave him to be an NYCC pop. Like, I'm so glad that they, like, oh, he deserves to be a special pop. And he's really cool. I kind of like, I was wondering how they would do him, because he's like really, like, he's just bones. But he looks so cool. There's so many things they could do with, like, One Piece. And this was technically the last one we needed for the Straw Hat, so I had to pick him up. And he actually sold out at my Hot Topic, which made me feel really good, because it's like, oh, okay, people around here like One Piece. So that's always nice. And then the last one that I got from Hot Topic was, of course, now this guy, he is my favorite character from Clone Wars. He's probably one of my top 3 favorite Star Wars characters easily, and that is Captain Rex. Now we had a Rebels Captain Rex in the Smuggler's Bounty box, but he was like from Rebels, and we didn't have this one from like the Clone Wars and stuff. And this pop is just really cool. I like the design of it. It was fun, and a lot of people were there for him too. He was like the only Star Wars pop for NYCC. And then I believe after that, I ran over in the mall. They have a GameStop over there. And granted, I said I wasn't collecting any more Marvel pops. I stopped doing that. But this one I saw, I'm like, I don't know if we'll ever get a Marvel Legends of this, and I'm not going to spend like a whole bunch of money on a statue, but I know I wanted it. And that is Korg with Meek. A lot of people were wanting this. They were passing up on the regular Korg pop. They were like, no, I want him holding Meek. Everyone knows that scene from Thor Ragnarok. It's hilarious. So I couldn't pass it up. It's a cool pop. And then I decided. Then I rushed back to where I live, because there's only a Hot Topic like 30-40 minutes away from me. I rushed back to come. I had my friend go to Barnes & Noble to help me with the stuff I wanted there, and I went to FYE. And this one I was kind of worried about, because it seemed like a lot of people were going after him, and he's a really cool pop, and that is Professor Quirrell from Harry Potter, technically Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And the one cool thing about this pop is if you take off his turban thing, on the other side is Voldemort. Spoiler alert. But yeah, Voldemort's on the other side, and like, it's so cool. It's unique. It's kind of like what they did with the SDC Okoye, where she like if you pop off the wig, she has her her designs on her head and stuff. So it was really cool to see them do that with Voldemort, and like it's a really cool pop. And actually, then I ran over to my Target, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in there and see if they still got the pop that I wanted. hopefully, I was like, they probably don't, but I'll just go in there for for laughs anyways. But they had, I don't know what they did different, but they finally listened and they learned, hopefully for future events too. But they had a bunch of everything for their Target Con, and it was easy. They didn't have to look for the back. It was all very easy. I don't know if everyone else had that experience, but the only one I wanted was the Target exclusive Monica with the turkey on her head. We all know that scene if you're a Friends fan, but this is the only one I wanted. I love this pop. Friends is probably one of my all-time favorite show, so I'm so glad I had this pop, and I was so glad that it was easy to find. And then so then my friend who went to Barnes & Noble, there was two that I wanted, and I was afraid they were going to sell out, but one of them was going to sell out quick, and that was this sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but Burrick Dundarian?
Barrick Dondarrion.
There we go. Thank you. Sorry. He's not my favorite character, but the pop looks so cool, and of course I like Game of Thrones. I can't wait for the final season. But I definitely wanted this pop, and I was afraid he was going to sell pretty quick. But a lot of people are going for the Creator 3-pack. I'm not like that invested into it, so I was like, I could pass on that. But they actually had quite a bit of him after, so he wasn't really that sought after, and so is this one. I have the Barnes & Noble exclusive Harry Potter on the seat with the sorting hat, so I saw this and I'm like, well, I think these would look really cool together, all three of them. And that's Hermione with the sorting hat. They just announced Ron's sorting hat for an FYE exclusive, so we'll have the whole set, but that's one reason why I bought this one. It's a cool pop, and a lot of people actually, she actually didn't last that long. Like, she actually sold out pretty quick. And then finally, last but not least, the one pop I had to get online because I don't have a box lunch anywhere near me at the time. This was my probably number 2 pop that I actually wanted, and I thought it was going to be impossible to get, but luckily, I think the price point is what drove a lot of people away. But that is the Pizza Planet truck. I mean, this is probably my second favorite Disney pop I own. I mean, it's Buzz Lightyear driving the Pizza Planet truck, and it's just so cool. Like, I just love looking at it. I can't wait to take it out of the box and display it.
Well known fact, Pizza Planet truck has been in every Pixar movie.
That's true. It's been in every, and actually I own the I don't collect Hot Wheels, but when they came out with all the Cars toys, Cars 3 toys, they had an exclusive to Walgreens that was a Pizza Planet truck, and I was able to get that. I love the Pizza Planet. Who doesn't? But, well, that's going to do it. That was my, 2-month haul of pops, and, well, I can already tell you I got some already packing up for this month. It's been quite a year, but that's the haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Quick little shout out. Go follow the I think the Funko Cop, Lady Funko, Jetta Patrol. Go follow Bearded Pop Hunter. Go follow all those guys. Those are also other great Funko collectors out there. But that's gonna do it for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much.